Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston. And in this tutorial we're going to be talking about multi-dimensional arrays. Now the best way for me to explain this is think of a graph, and on that graph you have points. So let's say you have the point 3, 5. Well, when you make a multi-dimensional array, it's pretty much a graph. So when you reference point 3, 5, you can hold an item there, and you can also hold an item at 3, 6 or 3, 7. And it's just a big 2D graph of different items that you want to store. So let's go ahead and make a little demo project and work some with multi-dimensional arrays. So we'll go ahead and select New Project, and we will select Windows Forms Application, and we will set the name to we'll do 2D arrays. And we'll go ahead and click OK and wait for that to load. Okay, so we'll go ahead and shrink our form a little bit here, and we're going to add a button and 2 text boxes. So let's go over here to our toolbox. We'll select button, and where's the text box? Right here. And we'll add another text box. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and shrink this down a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the text property for button 1 to get array element. And we'll make it bigger so it'll all show up. And we will set the name to button get element, and we'll set the text box 1 to text first dimension, and the next one to text second dimension. Okay, so we'll go ahead and double click on get array element, and we will zoom in here. Now let's come up here and create an array. Now this isn't going to be any type of array, this is going to be a multi-dimensional array. Now the way we do this is we can type the keyword private, then we will type the name of our array. So we'll just type multi-array. And now inside of our parentheses, we're going to specify how many dimensions it has. Now we can do this by just typing 2 and comma 2. And now we have to specify a type. So we'll just do string. Okay, so what this means is that the array is going to be 2 long and 2 down. So picture a grid, and picture it 3 across and 3 down. So a square of 3 across and 3 down, because this starts with 0. So it goes 0, 1, 2 across, 0, 1, 2, and 0, 1, 2. So our bottom right hand corner of that would be 2, 2, and the top would be 0, 0. So let's go ahead, this might be a little confusing to you, let's go ahead and assign some values for this. So we will type multi-array, and we will assign 0, 0, and we will set that equal to hello, or let's do position 0, 0, and we will do that for some of the other spots in the array. So we'll do 0, 1, and then we will set the text to position 0, 1, and we'll do that one more time. And let's just copy this. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to show whichever one they've picked in a message box. So they will type let's say this is the X length, because we're looking at a grid. So this right here would be X, and then this right here would be Y. And if you have a 3-dimensional array, you could use the Z line, but we aren't doing that in this tutorial. So this is the X position, and this is the Y position. And Unlike a normal grid, which starts in the middle, let's say you have like a cross. Um, in Visual Basic, it's just like a big square. So in Visual Basic, it starts from, let's say, the top right hand corner. So it would start up here, and it would go like, let's say, 3 across and then 2 down, instead of starting in the middle. So let's go ahead and get what the user has typed in. So we'll type messagebox.show, and let's come up here and store what they typed in a couple of variables first. So dim x position as integer, and we will set that equal to C type. So we're going to convert what they got. We'll type text first dimension dot text, and then we will convert that to an integer type. So then we'll declare y position as integer, and we will convert the text second dimension dot text to an integer. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and show the position. So we'll type messagebox.show multi-array, and then we will type x position and y position. So what this is going to do is it's going to get the string at whatever they typed in for x and whatever they typed in for y. Now currently we only have 3 possible answers, so let's go ahead and run that and see what happens. So we will do 0 and 1, and get array element, we get position 0, 1, and we can do 0, 2, and we get position 0, 2. So go ahead, make some multi-dimensional arrays, and you can fill in each of the items in the array. So if I were to fill in the next part of the array, I would do something like 1, 0, and then 1, 1, and then 1, 2, and then 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. So go ahead, you can make that and set the values for it, and make a little program that lets you type in the x position and the y position so that you can get whatever is stored at that. And then once you've practiced a little bit with multi-dimensional arrays, go ahead and move on to the next tutorial, and thanks for watching.